Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Raw. Your host, Henry Jacobson, here with you, and this program is brought to you by THQ. So, we have yet a third championship match, and you're going to see what it is in just a moment. So with that said, please watch. So, you have the 24/7 champion, Bill Cosby, defending his championship against the likes of all people, this man. The man that stands over 7 feet tall, and he weighs 500 pounds. The man who calls himself the Big Show, Paul Wight. Paul Wight is, without a doubt, the biggest man, at least in this match he is, and he is also the biggest man in the corporation. Now, we saw the leader, Mr. McMahon, compete for that, in that television championship scramble, and it was unsuccessful, and we'll see if Paul Wight is up to the task of bringing in a championship into the corporation. And without a doubt, Bill Cosby already has his work cut out for him. And then, as if it was not bad enough, you also have this man. So you also have the speed and quickness of Retro Rick, but then you also have this guy. So you also have the strength of Link, and if any one man can stand up to Paul Wight, it's got to be Link. However, by far this is not just any match. This is not a normal match, by God. And it is for the 24/7 championship. However, it will not be defended under normal means. I mean, usually it's going to be in a pinfall matchup or something like that, but you can't even win the match by pinfall or submission. As you see, all 4 contestants are vying for that championship as the referee shows the audience what's at stake. And I'll tell you one thing, it is going to be high stakes. because it is not just any match, it is a ladder match. And I mean, there's no question that there's going to be a lot of broken bodies when this is all over. I will say that much. And I've competed in a few of these, so yeah, it hurts like hell. Anyway, match underway as we have Bill Cosby, being the crazy loon that he is going right after the Big Show, and he actually has him down for an armbar, and that leaves Link and Retro Rick by themselves. Obviously, Rick is at a disadvantage in the sense that not only is he at a physical disadvantage, being that Link is so big and strong, but Link also has a ton of experience in comparison. A running bulldog onto Retro Rick, as now Paul Wight is about to take control of Bill Cosby, or I might have spoken too soon here, as Retro Rick now has his hands on the ladder. I mean, he's doing the smart thing by trying to go for the win. Now he set up the ladder, but now he has to climb it if he wants to win. And a DDT onto Link, and whoa, a back suplex onto the Big Show, Paul Wight. I mean, Paul Wight calls himself the Big Show because he feels that he's so big to have his own show. It's crazy. And now Retro Rick is at the top of the ladder. All he has to do is pull down the belt, and he's the new champion. And oh wow! I mean, Rick was. I guess Rick had his hand on the belt, but then he couldn't hold on to the belt long enough for him to stay on there, and he falls down. And a nice takedown onto the Big Show, and then a fisherman suplex onto Retro Rick. I mean, like I said, Rick is physically and, experience-wise at a disadvantage against Link. And now Paul Wight, wow, just the strength of Paul Wight to do that to Bill Cosby like he's nothing. I mean, Bill Cosby, not to say he's nothing, but Bill Cosby in comparison to the power of Paul Wight is just getting destroyed. And now look at this. Look at Link. Wow, just the strength of Link to throw Retro Rick, just to toss him like that, like he's nothing. I mean, Retro Rick weighs what? Probably 228 pounds. So for Link to do that to a man that size, it's incredible, the strength of Link. And now Retro Rick once again climbing the ladder. And are you serious? The winner and the new hardcore champion is Retro Rick. Hit the music, guys.
Champagne with $7,050. Congratulations, and you will be right back. Find out what's...
Well, folks, Retro Rick, in a surprising upset, I will say that because, the only reason it doesn't shock me as much as it probably would have is because of the fact that it's a ladder match. It's really a race to see who gets up there first and grabs the title. And Retro Rick is the new 24/7 champion. Unbelievable. But now that he is the champion, he has to watch his back at all times, because anybody, even those not even employed by the company, can challenge for that title anytime. So he better watch his back from this point onward, because that's exactly what Bill Cosby had to do when he was the champion. But now, Retro Rick is the new 24/7 champion, by God, as my good friend JR would say. But we still have one more match, and it's a big one, and it's coming up right after this.